Here is Lubera Co. UK, the Swiss fruit and berry plum producers and breeders. My name is Markus. I'm founder and breeder of Lubera. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about what is the right time to pick an apple. Of course, when you have planted an apple in your garden, you have informations. You have informations from the internet, from the catalogs, from the nursery, from the garden center, from the guys there, from me. And you know a little bit when you have to be aware that the apple could be ripen or ripening. But then you know a little bit, yeah, perhaps it's ripening end of June, beginning of August, a very early apple. But you don't really know the right time. It could be 20th of July, or it could be 10th of August. So what is the right time to pick an apple? What are the criteria to find the right time? The first thing is the appearance of an apple. Is it becoming red, very red? Is it becoming shiny? This is the first sign. Then you have also a little bit to look on the other side of an apple, where it isn't so red, where it is green. And if the green is becoming more yellow or more white, the apple is ripening. The second criteria you should look at. Afterwards, you can pick an apple to try it. If it is coming very easy, it seems to be ripe. If it's very hard to pick the apple, you should wait again some days, perhaps some weeks. Another sign if the apple is ripen. Next thing is to cut the apple and to see at the pips. If the pips are brown here you see, they are becoming brown here. If they are brown or becoming brown, the apple is ripening. If they are totally white, the apple isn't ripe. But think concerning early apples, there is a possibility that the early apple can also be ripened to pick if the pits are still a little bit white, only becoming brown, not totally brown, because normally early apples you have to pick a little bit earlier. But in autumn apples or winter apples, it's very important that the pips are really brown when you are picking them. Then you can eat it. If the acidity is predominant, perhaps you have to wait some days, some weeks. Because normally when you are waiting, the acidity is going down and the sugar is going up. And the impression you have from an apple is always the connection, the relation between acidity and sugar. So if ripening is going on, sugar is going up and acidity is going down. Another thing is storage. With late apples, which you are perhaps picking a little bit too early, they have still storage, too much storage, and you are eating the storage. It remembers you a little bit of potatoes, and then you have to wait again 1 week, 2 weeks to have better eating apples. Of course, there are late ripening apples, winter apples, which must be picked very, very late, and which also at the picking time have some storage, and only thanks of this storage they can be stored so long. So that you have to think concerning late winter apples. For example, Paradis Myra, our Christmas apple, if you want to store them till Christmas or even later, you have to pick them when there is still storage in the apple. If you want to eat them end of October, beginning of November, you have to pick them a little bit later, when the storage is going down and when the aroma is developing fully. Then it's the right time to pick Paradis Myra. So these were some information about what is the right time to pick an apple. What are you thinking? What are your ideas of finding the right time of picking apples? How are you doing? Tell it below in the commentaries below the video. Discuss with me. And don't believe everything I'm telling you. Go on gardening. Thank you.